was the last time you did something truly bold, just for yourself? What if one haircut could make you feel more radiant than you have in decades? I still remember the day I first cut my hair into a bob. Looking in the mirror, I didn't just see a new hairstyle. I saw myself again, clearer, brighter, and more confident. This is about so much more than hair. The bob is a symbol of liberation, a declaration of timeless elegance. In this video, we're going to explore why this one haircut can become the turning point for your confidence. Because once you understand the true power of the bob, you'll never look at yourself in the mirror the same way again. Let's begin. So, what is it about the bob haircut? Why has it become such a powerful statement for us women after 60? Let's explore that together. The very first thing, and perhaps the one we all secretly crave at this stage in our lives, is liberation. I don't know about you, but I can still remember those mornings, wrestling with long hair that had lost its youthful bounce, feeling tired of the endless cycle of blow-drying, curling and styling, only for it to fall flat a few hours later. It's no wonder that a recent AARP survey found that nearly half of American women over 60 have chosen shorter hair for its convenience and youthful feel. When I finally made the decision to get a bob, my first feeling wasn't about whether I looked younger. It was a sigh of relief, a genuine sense of freedom. Just imagine getting back 20 or 30 minutes every single morning. That precious time we can now use for ourselves. To savor a cup of coffee, read another chapter of a good book, or simply sit in the quiet of the morning. It makes me wonder, if you were gifted an extra 20 minutes each morning, what would you do just for yourself? I realized in that moment I wasn't changing to please anyone else. I was changing to live more comfortably, more peacefully, for me. The second benefit is what I like to call a little non-surgical face framing magic. It's true. A well-executed bob, cut by a stylist who understands facial structure, works wonders. It miraculously highlights your cheekbones, defines a softer jawline, and brings such an elegance to your neck. I'll never forget the day I got my first bob at 62. Looking in the mirror, my first thought wasn't, do I look younger? But rather, oh, there I am. My face just seemed brighter, more defined. And my spirit felt it too. And there's actually a science to that feeling. A study from Psychology Today found that a new haircut can significantly boost a person's self-confidence and mood for months. And finally, and this is what I cherish the most, is how the bob celebrates the natural beauty of our silver hair. For so long, society made us feel that grey was something to be covered up. But thankfully, that tide is turning. The Silver Sisters movement is a beautiful testament to this shift. In fact, an article in Vogue revealed something wonderful. Over 70% of women reported feeling more liberated and authentic when they finally stopped dyeing their hair. This is such a personal journey, isn't it? Are you embracing your natural silver, or do you still enjoy coloring your hair? There is no wrong answer, and I would love to hear your why in the comments below. A sharp, chic bob transforms our silver strands into shimmering, sophisticated highlights. It's no longer a sign of aging. It becomes our crown of wisdom. There are mornings now when I just sit by the window, my hand brushing against my silver bob, and I feel a sense of peace that my younger self never knew. And that's why, for me and for so many others, the bob is so much more than just a hairstyle. It's a declaration, a quiet announcement that says, 60 isn't an ending. It's a brilliant new chapter, and I am the one writing it. every time you toss your head and feel that light, easy swing of your hair. You're reminding the world, and more importantly, yourself. I am beautiful, I am confident, and I am shining in my own way, on my own terms. It truly makes you think. What is it that makes you feel most beautiful at this age? So, we've talked about the beautiful why behind it all. But now comes the exciting part, the which. Every bob style is like a personal signature. And in the next section, we are going to find the one that was written just for you. So, shall we step into our little style gallery? It's no surprise that a recent AARP survey found that nearly half of women over 60 have chosen shorter styles for their ease and elegance. But even within that world, not every bob is created equal. Think of each of these styles as a beautiful portrait. And our goal today is to find the one that captures your unique spirit. First, we have the sleek silver bob, the portrait of a leader. This one is pure elegance. It's architectural, it's intentional, and it is unapologetically powerful. This is the haircut of a woman who knows her own mind. I have a dear friend, Linda, a retired lawyer. The day she walked out of the salon with this sharp, jaw-length bob, she said she felt a shift. It wasn't about looking younger, she said. I finally look like the woman I've always been on the inside. And there's a science to that feeling. A study in Psychology Today found that a fresh haircut can significantly boost a person's confidence and mood for months. This cut pairs beautifully with a tailored blazer and a great pair of sunglasses. It says, I have arrived. Do you see yourself more as the leader type, stepping boldly into new chapters? Next, let's explore the soft wavy bob, the portrait of a free spirit. If the sleek bob is a sharp photograph, this one is a beautiful watercolor painting. It's all about movement, romance, and a touch of artistic freedom. It's the feeling of a warm, sun-kissed afternoon. The famous hairstylist Chris McMillan once said, "A little bit of wave adds softness and volume, which is incredibly flattering as we age." It works beautifully with a flowing maxi dress and perhaps a string of pearls. Or does your soul feel most alive when life is a little breezy and free? Now, for the woman who has always had a little bit of an edge, we have the asymmetrical bob, the portrait of a trendsetter. This is for the woman who isn't afraid to play with style. One side is slightly longer, creating a beautiful, dynamic line that draws the eye upward. I've always admired the women who choose this cut. It says, I'm not done evolving, I'm still curious. It's a wonderfully modern choice that pairs stunningly with a chic leather jacket or a cocktail dress. It's a conversation starter. Would you dare to surprise even yourself with something bold and unexpected? Finally, we arrive in Paris with the classic French bob, the portrait of a classic romantic. Typically cut shorter right at the chin and often paired with soft, wispy bangs. This style is the epitome of chic simplicity. It's sweet, it's sophisticated, and it's utterly timeless. This isn't a haircut that shouts. It whispers of quiet confidence found in a classic film or a perfectly brewed cup of tea. It's lovely with a cozy cashmere cardigan and a silk scarf. Or do you find comfort in timeless elegance, in the small rituals that never go out of style? So, after our little walk through the gallery, I would love to know, which of these portraits felt most like looking in a mirror to you? Finding your perfect style is that wonderful first step. But the secret to keeping that magic alive lies in how we care for it at home. Because, my friends, your bob isn't just a haircut, it's your signature. And every signature deserves to shine every single day. Alright, so you've found your perfect portrait in our style gallery. It makes perfect sense. A recent ARP survey found that nearly half of women over 60 prefer shorter cuts, not just for style, but because they're so much easier to maintain. But just like a beautiful painting needs the right care to keep its colors vibrant, your beautiful bob needs a little love to stay looking its best. This is where we move from the why and the which to the very important how. Let's start with the foundation of care. And I invite you to think of this not as a chore, but as a small ritual of kindness you do for yourself. First, gentle cleansing. As we mature, our scalps produce less oil, so washing every day can strip our hair of the moisture it needs. 2 to 3 times a week is often the sweet spot, using a gentle sulfate-free shampoo. Next, tame the heat. Heat is the enemy of vibrant silver hair. Too much heat can cause it to take on a dull, yellowish cast. My little secret? I gently squeeze the excess water out with a microfiber towel. It causes so much less frizz. I'm curious, do you usually let your hair air dry, or are you still a daily blow dryer? I'd love to know how that works for you. And of course, protect from the elements. I still remember a summer in Arizona when I forgot to protect my hair. By September, my silver bob had turned dull and brassy. Lesson learned. A stylish hat and a UV protectant spray are now my daily companions. Finally, the most important secret of all, the precision trim. A bob is all about its shape. To keep that line sharp, a trim every 4 to 6 weeks is non-negotiable. I always book my next salon visit before I leave the chair. That way, I never let it slide. And truly, every trim feels like a little reset. Now that we've covered the foundation, let's talk about the fun part, the art of elevation. This is how you take a great haircut and turn it into your unforgettable signature style. The secret is in the details. With a bob, your neck and ears are beautifully framed, giving your accessories their own stage to shine. A silk scarf tied around your neck, a simple, elegant barrette, or a statement earring can instantly elevate a simple sweater into a chic ensemble. If you had to choose just one, a silk scarf, earrings, or a statement necklace, which would be your signature? And remember to create overall harmony. Your hairstyle is the centerpiece that ties your entire look together. The clean lines of a bob work beautifully with timeless, simple pieces, creating a look that is effortlessly and authentically you. We've explored the why, the which, and the how. We've covered all the practical steps. But what does it all mean? Because at the end of the day, this isn't about hair. It's about honoring the woman you are today and giving her the style, the care, and the confidence she deserves. At the end of the day, this isn't really about hair, is it? It's about looking at the woman in the mirror and finally giving her permission to be seen, to be vibrant, to be celebrated. Like sunlight finally breaking through the clouds. The most beautiful thing I've learned after 60 is that we no longer have to chase youth. We get to embody wisdom. True elegance isn't looking younger. It's about looking like yourself, with all the grace you've so beautifully earned. So if you've been feeling that little whisper for a change, perhaps this isn't just a haircut. Perhaps it's your next beautiful step. If our time together resonated with you, I would be so honored if you'd click subscribe and join our family. Together, we'll keep discovering more stories, more inspiration, and more gentle reminders that this season of life is every bit as beautiful as the ones before it. Make it a beautiful one, because your style is your story.